Contemporary singers are notorious for working really hard on their lower register sounds, but big full notes sung using the lower register, what some might call the chest voice, is only half the story. And even the most hardened rock singers will gain a lot from working and developing their upper register, what some singers like to call their head voice. So let's bring balance to the voice and learn to sing with a stronger upper register.
Sound check.
G'day there, my name is Dr. Dan and I'm a non-clinical contemporary singing voice specialist. We spend a lot of time as contemporary singers working our lower registers. With the assistance of methods such as belt, we can build a healthy, sustainable technique that empowers big full notes, especially in the lower register. But you know as well as I do that restricting your voice to the confines of your lower register is like choosing only to use one bedroom in a 4-bedroom house. And the longer you ignore the other bedrooms, the more cobwebs the disused rooms will gather. Well, I'm into using every living space in my house, and I'm also into working on and developing every register available to my voice. Your voice has 4 distinct registers, each with its own unique sound, quality, and feel. And the hallways and doors connecting each of the registers are called transitions. So let's now zone in on the bedroom called your upper register. And just so we're all on the same page here, when I say upper register, I'm not referring to falsetto for men or flute for register for women. I reserve the term upper register for that place in your voice immediately before falsetto and flute. If you need further explanation about registers, I'll leave a description in the section below to a comprehensive video that explains all the terminology in detail. Time to get practical. Ladies, your upper register can be found by singing a major scale, starting on a C4, and as you sing up the scale, you may feel and hear the voice break, flip, or transition into a lighter sound. That lighter sound is your upper register. Try it with me now. Guys, it can be a little harder to find your upper register. For many men, the upper register tends to be a seemingly non-existent part of the voice, but I promise it is there. Guys, we'll find our upper register by singing a descending pitch glide on an NG. The moment you feel the sound transition into a slightly weightier tone, stop and sustain the note, like this. It is around about there. Once you've identified the upper register in your own voice, I want you to play with it for a bit. What does it sound like? If it sounds weak and breathy, that's okay. We're going to workshop that in a second. I also want you to get a sense of how the upper register feels in your body and see if you can identify where the sound sits and concentrates its resonance as it moves along the vocal tract. Learning to distinguish the different sensations and sounds associated with each register is really important when working on your voice. Having located the upper register, it's now time to strengthen your upper register. To start, we're going to sing and sustain an upper register note using an R vowel. I want you to start the sound in a light, almost falsetto or flute register mode, and then I want you to build the intensity of the sound ever so slightly. Have a listen. I'll do it again. You'll notice that there is a small increase in volume, but not so much that the fuller bodied sound of your lower register kicks in. Once you feel you've got a good balance going with a single note, start descending by semitones and repeating the exercise on each new note, all while maintaining the upper register sounds like this. last one. And let me now show you what that same final note, which is a C4, would sound like if it were a full-bodied lower register chest voice sound. Ya. That's the short and a dominant version, the chesty voice sound. Let me do it again. Then I'm going to follow it immediately with a upper register, length and a dominant, what you might refer to as head voice sound. Ya. Ya. This exercise will work to strengthen the CT muscles, the cricothyroid muscles, and the CA muscles, the cricoarytenoid muscles, that your upper register is reliant upon. The second exercise that I think many of you will benefit from when building strength into your upper register is exercise 11 in Voice Essentials 1. This activity has an octave leap at the beginning of the phrase, which, as the track travels higher, you can activate the coordinated function of the CT and CA muscles, thus accessing the upper register. The octave leap is then followed by a descending major scale, which we can then apply an upper register tonality to. The development of your upper register will take time and persistence. Remember, you are working muscles that require time to develop strength and coordination. So be patient with yourself, and your upper register will improve as you apply the exercises I've provided you. I'm going to be super keen to hear from each of you over the coming weeks and months as you report back on how your upper registers are evolving over time. So be sure to leave your comments and observations in the comments section below. But for now, until I see you in the next enthralling installment of Voice Essentials, I'm Dr. Dan. Sing well.